I am here to tell you guys that the folks that were a part of stealing from you, your identity, stealing your inheritance, and just the whole group, they're fighting with each other. They're just fighting like cats and dogs. They're blaming each other because they already have got caught off some evidence that had came up with some false documents, false signatures, and just a lot of evidence that shows them from being a fraud. So I was receiving that 2 people already got convicted and they're already being charged for fraud, and the other person that's about to get questioned, they were contemplating on coming to you to get your help. And then there's other people that were in the group that are now fighting with the ringleader who wanted to keep this going, but they all fell under with greed. All of them wanted to steal and wanted to receive your belongings and receive what was given to you. So there's nobody that should be trying to point the finger. It should be nobody that's trying to go against the other person, because all of you guys should be ashamed of you guys yourself. Because every last one of you guys had one thing in common, was to steal. Most of every last one of them were greedy. So about them trying to make one person feel worse than how everybody's supposed to feel is nonsense to me. Because there's no one better than anybody. So I'm just here to tell you guys that the other people who are shame blaming each other, they're back and forth going to hospitals getting medication to try to deal with their conscience, because their mental is getting like it's so much up here to where it's overtaking them, and it's taking them to madness. It's taking them to insanity. And they can't control it. Like they thought they was gonna have, they thought that they could keep a hold. Like they really thought that they could get a sense of control over it, but they can't. It's like really overtaking them, and it's driving them to going insane. And they've been trying to get like substance to try to control it, and they've been getting like over the counter, things to try to control it, but nothing's helping. And that's really the judgment. Because remember with Judas, how Judas, the reason why he done what he did is because he couldn't control his mental that was overtaking him from what he had done. Remember, when you do things to other folks, there's consequences beyond just charges of the crime that you done. You got to deal with what you done mentally. And some of that stuff can take a toll over you as long as they've been trying to do these things. Like it actually took over their whole reality. Like you took over these folks' whole reality. Them trying to take over your life, trying to destiny swap with you in these fake marriages, signing these false documents, going to courtrooms, trying to pay people, trying to bargain with people, thinking that once they get this money, they can break everybody off. And the fact that it's not going to happen, it really done something to them up here, to where they can no longer function how they used to, because of now reality has set in that this ain't going to happen. And what's going to happen is my reality that I'm facing right now. And a lot of them can't deal with that, because they really thought in their mind that what they had came up with was what was going to happen. That was going to be the reality. That had to be the reality. That was going to be the reality. But it was a delusion. It was a whole delusion the whole entire time that they was falling in a trap for. And now that they waking up to the knowledge of the truth, they can't handle it. So all they now are doing is shame blaming each other. So by trying to point the finger at another person, well, I shouldn't be that ashamed because of that. No, you should feel ashamed. because you did exactly what this other person you're pointing a finger at did. And you are a part of exactly what this other person was a part of. You were as well. So those who got an ear to hear, stay fearfully and stay wonderfully made.